Poor Man's Opera, second excerpt. The ethics portfolio had been the sole bailiwick of Melchior Hernandez, at one time Anjelika Glass's mentor for the good part of a decade. 'Twas via his prudent tutelage that the junior member Anjelika authored and spearheaded the push-through of a piece of legislation known as the Transient Celibacy Act. The TCA zeroed in avec white laser-like fashion on that second-class segment in the caste system of New Old York society known as Gender-Transients, aka GTs. Thou art doubtless hip to the gender-fluid milkshake yin-yanging through every run-of-the-mill Jack and Jill across the planet? Well, GTs take that relatively dormant quality and manifest it to a higher ground by physically ping-ponging back and forth between male and female at any given mo. The rub is that before they become GTs, they are born as hermaphrodites. When they mature into adolescence, there flowers within their biology a most curious development, forsooth, the singular ability of self-propagation. Can thou wrap thy soft-boiled noggin around that one? They can put themselves in the family way without benefit of candy, flowers, awkward chit-chat, grumbling grooms, bridezillas, and Budinsky in-laws. But the prevailing drawback, for all ye doe-eyed pollywogs who thought there wasn't one, is that the alpha to omega chauvinism of our tattered society sees this nifty trick as being much the same as incest, highly unnatural, immoral, and an abomination in the eyes of whatever deity thou may tout as being in vogue. The ice-cold face splash of the matter is, to curtail this innate ability, all hermaphrodite infants are subjected to state-mandated surgery, a removal of the gland internally sandwiched twixt the twin genitalia that would eventually allow them to self-propagate. The chief side effect of this ritual of civilized barbarism is that they become gender fluid beyond their control as they metronome willy-nilly from Adam to Eve and back at any given moment. Thus is their natural state of fully integrated corporeal gender duality nipped in the proverbial. Those laboratory-secluded chrome domes of the test tube community deem this state of gender to and fro to be a looping mutation, whilst the dusty, bearded crumbums of the God Squad sector demonize it as spiritual inertia. Whichever way the coin flip turns, either viewpoint ends up reinforcing the socially inferior status of GTs. And how, thou may query, doth this humble chronicler ken so much about the subject at hand? Well, if thou hast yet to brain-box it by this time, I too am a gender transient. I refuse to yawn-fest thee until the second coming with the details of my life story, except to give heads-up to the fact that my female half, known vice versa as Fatima Solomon, will most likely make her presence apparent throughout this telling whenever thee, me, or the lamppost least expect it.